Hello, everybody. It's me again. It's Russell Mills, April 11th, 2019. I want to say hello to everybody. Hope everybody's blessed today. I got a question for everybody again. Why do we care more about sports stats than science? And when I say this, because people could talk about LeBron James, they could talk about Michael Jordan, they could talk about this one, Shaq, Kobe, and all this other stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love basketball too, just as well. You know what I'm saying? I like a little bit of baseball. But it's so funny how people care more about stuff like that, but they don't understand myself, even including myself, because I'm gonna put myself in the mix. How we don't understand science and physics and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna read some stuff about black inventors. You know what I'm saying, that black people, if they're not knowledgeable about. I'm sure some of us are. This says many people have read the story of how George Washington Carver invented peanut butter. Others are familiar with the story of Sarah Breedlove, aka Madame C.J. Walker, the inventor of beauty products and the first woman to become a self-made millionaire in America. And thanks to and uh, and thanks to the Academy Award nominated films Hidden Figures, we're all now familiar with the amazing contributor of Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson. But did you know that many of the products we use every day were created by black people? Here's a list of 14 of them that until now you probably didn't know about. Dr. Cheryl Dr. Cheryl Jackson says Dr. Cheryl Jackson is an American physics who received her PhD from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 1973. She was the first African American woman to earn a doctorate in nuclear physics at MIT. In addition to her lengthy list of academic achievements, she also has an impressive number of inventions underneath her belt. Her experiment with theoretical physics paved the way for numerous developments in telecommunication space, including the touch-tone telephone, the portable fax, caller ID, call waiting, and the fiber optic cable. Today, Dr. Shirley Jackson is the 18th president of Rensselaer, I can't even say this word, Institute in Troy, New York. Another gentleman, Louis Latimer, inventor and engineer Louis Latimer was born in Chelsea, Massachusetts on September 4th, 1848. He collaborated with science greats Hiram Maxim and Thomas Edison. Says one of Latimer's greatest inventions was the carbon filament, a vital component of the light bulb. His invention didn't stop there. Working with Alex Graham Bell, Latimer helped draft the patient for Bell's design of the telephone. Since the genius also designed an improved railroad car bathroom and early air conditioning unit. So the next time you escape in a hot day inside your cool house, don't forget that Lewis Latimer. Don't forget to thank Lewis Latimer. Mary Van Breton Brown. Did you know that her first home security system was invented by a black nurse? Says meet Mary Van Breton Brown. Although she was a full-time nurse, she recognized the security threats to her home and devised a system that would alert her of strangers at her door and contact relevant authorities as quickly as possible. Says her original invention consisted of peepholes, a camera, monitors, and a two-way microphone. The finishing touch was an alarm button that, when pressed, would immediately contact the police. Her patient laid the groundwork for the modern closed-circuit television system that is widely used for surveillance, home security systems, push-button alarm triggers, crime preventions, and traffic monitoring. Otis Boykin. So Otis Boykin, most notable contributor to science, was likely the circuit improvement he made to make pacemakers after losing his mother to heart failure. It contributed and has saved countless lives since. But the single improvement was among a long list of achievements. Boykin had 26 patients in his name and is famed for developing of IBM computers, burglar proof cash registers, chemical air filters, and electronic restaurant used in controlled missiles and other devices. Lonnie G. Johnson. So, did you ever enjoy water gun fights as a kid? Well, meet Lonnie Johnson, the man that gave us the most famous water gun, the Super Soaker. Lonnie wasn't a toy maker. He was actually aerospace engineer for NASA with a resume boosting a stint with the U.S. Air Force working on Galileo Jupiter probe and Mars observer product in more than 40 patients. Says yes, he's working on the Johnson thermoelectric energy converter JTEC, which converter heats directly into electricity. But the squirt gun he created has given us the most joy. Charles Drew. Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Thanks to Charles Drew, the blood is available. Drew was a physician, surgeon, and medical researcher who worked with the team at the Red Cross on groundbreaking discoveries around blood transfusions. In World War II, he played a major role in developing the first large-scale blood bank and blood plasma programs. He also invented and get ready because this name is pretty charming, blood mobiles. These are the refrigerated trucks that to this day safely transport stored blood to the locations where it's needed. Drew was one of the most prominent doctors working in the field and one of the only African Americans during the time when blood donation was still separate along the lines of race. This is Drew eventually resigned from the position with the American Red Cross over their instincts of adhering to this policy. It was 1950 before the Red Cross finally recognized all blood as being equal. Marina R. Croak. So if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry if I am. Marina Croak was inducted into the Women in Technology International Hall of Fame, a move that recognized her remarkable achievements in tech. Croak holds over 135 patients, primarily in the voice over internet protocol VoIP. Some in other areas. She has another 100 patients currently under review. Today, Marine is a SVP at AT&T and serves as a mentor for women at AT&T Labs and sits on the board of Holocaust, Genocide, and Human Rights Education Center. This one over here, Lisa Lisa Gelobter or something. I forget. So if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Have you ever enjoyed an animated GIF on the web like this one? One amazing clip of a kitten being scared by, wow, yeah. Okay. It says she was involved with the event of Stockwave, a technology that formed the beginning of the web animation. She also played a major role in energy of online video, later serving on the senior management team at Hulu. Previously, Lisa was the interim head of digital for BET Networks, ran the technology, products, and business operations. Today, you can catch Lisa at the White House and United States Digital Service. She is currently serving as Chief Digital Service Officer with the U.S. Department of Education. I'm going to just say Philip. I don't know how to spell his last name. I'm just going to say Philip E. So it says, due to the cost, Philip E. was forced to drop out of school at age 14. But this didn't stop him from becoming one of the greatest computer pioneers of our time. In fact, He often called he's often called the Bill Gates of Africa. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. See, but this is stuff, you know what I'm saying? So this is stuff, that's to me that's important that we should be known about as African people. Even myself, like I didn't know a lot of these people. I never heard of them. But see, that's the I'm gonna say this. At least this is the good thing of the internet. It says as an adult, um, Philip began studying nature, specifically bees. The construction of the honeycomb inspired him to rethink computer processing. In 1989, he put this idea to work using 65,000 processes to invent the world's first supercomputer, able to form 3.1 billion calculus per second. Jesse Ernest Wilkins Jr. Jesse Ernest Wilkins Jr. is one of America's most important contemporary mathematics. At age 13, he became the University of Chicago's youngest student. Wilkins contributed his studies there, earning bachelor's, master's, eventually earning his doctorate degree in mathematics at age 19. He published papers in mathematics, ops, and nuclear engineers. As a mathematician for the American Optical Computer in Buffalo, New York, he perfected lens designs for microscopes. His greatest contribution to the scholarship was the developing the mathematical modes to explain gamma radiation, and his work on developing shielding against gamma radiation. His other claim to fame came from working on the Manhattan Project. At the Manhattan Project, Wilkins worked with future Nobel Eugene Wigner and made significant contributions to the nuclear reaction physics, now known as the Wilkins effect in the Wigner-Wilkins spectrum. Elijah McCoy, often regarded as one of the most famous black inventors ever. McCoy was credited for 50 inventions over the span of his career. This is in an effort to improve efficiency and eliminate the frequent stopping necessary for lubrication of trains. McCoy devised a method of automating the task. This is in 1872. He developed a lubricated cup that could automatically drip oil when and where needed, vital in avoiding sticking to the track. The lubrication cup met with enormous success, and orders for it came from railroad companies all over the country. It was so popular that when other inventors attempted to steal his idea and sell their own versions of the device, companies were not fooled. They insist on the authentic device, calling it the real McCoy. Garrett Morgan. Those who survived either of the world wars, thanks to the gas mask of Garrett Morgan to thank. Morgan first created the safety hood to help firefighters navigate smoky buildings, later modifying it to carry its own air supply, making it the world's first effective gas mask. He also had the good sense to add a third position to the traffic signal. Yes, there was a time when traffic signals just said indication stop or go. In addition, that further reduced automobile accidents. So this is, I'm going to just read one more. Mary and Mildred Davis. Mary and her sister Mildred patient many practical inventions. They didn't have technical education, but they were both exceptional at spotting ways to make people's lives better. Today, together they invented this sanitary belt. Later, Mary invented the moisture-resistant pocket for the belt. While disabled from multiple sclerosis, Mary went on to invent the walker and the toilet tissue holder. So I'm going to say this, all right, to us as people, okay, especially people of color. We need to know this stuff like this. I need to know for myself because to me, it's important to have stuff like this in your life. so you can learn, so you can know, so you can teach your kids the right history. Because, see, unfortunately, in the school systems and everything else, we looked upon as the white teachers to guide us because we think they're better than us as black people because they teach us, they guide us. We're over here, they're over there, so we're assuming that they're better than us, and that's not the case. Nobody initially is better than nobody. Okay, let's get this straight. Okay, nobody's better than nobody. So let's just get this straight. But at the end of the day, us as black people, we got to understand we can do anything in this world just as well as anyone else can do. But I'm talking primarily for us as the black, so-called black people, okay? So-called African Americans in this country, in America. What I'm saying to everybody in America is you can do anything that you want to do if you want to. And at the end of the day, you can. So, we have to understand that we can do anything we want, and we have to teach our children the right way. That's the thing, because unfortunately these school systems, they're not always teaching black kids how to do certain things. They don't even teach them in schools about credit, about how to be a successful business person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like schools should teach these children about credit. Maybe there are some schools out there that are teaching them about businesses. I would have to find and check it out or look it up. That's fine. But I feel like all school systems in America, if they call this the greatest country in the world, should guide every child so they could be ready to have a job, so they could be ready to have good credit, so they can be ready to own a home. Okay, and give them steps like that. That's how I feel education, because life is an education every day. Okay, paying your bills and making sure you have a rent to pay, and you got to take care of yourself, your health, your kids, whatever. That to me is very important. But this is how I feel for us as black people. We shouldn't be worried about stats from the NBA, the NFL, the Major League Baseball. We should be worried about stuff like this and strive for our kids, to be scientists, to strive to be, people that can invent so it can help the world, like those people that I just mentioned, from my phone that I just read. But that's all I'm going to say. Everybody, like I said, in this America, we need to wake up. We need to guide our kids, parents out there, guide your kids right there. Black kids, black parents, even myself with the black child, me and his mom, we have to guide our son the right way. Even if we're not together, don't matter. Any parent out there that's not together with the other parent, please, as black people, teach your kids right. Don't teach them to be ghetto kids. You could be from the hood, you could be from the ghetto, that's fine. But teach them right. Make sure that they have a good mentality. That's all I'm asking everybody. All parents, even myself included with my son, make sure he knows certain things. But everybody, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's Russell Mills, May 22nd, 2017. Feel free to check out, you know what I'm saying? I got many videos where I talk about this, and I want everybody to understand that I'm trying to spread a message out there, and if people want to listen, fine. If you don't, that's your business, but I'm trying to get a message out there for people to understand. So, like I said, everybody feel free to check out my videos. You can actually email me and at millsrussell@rocketmail.com. That's Yahoo, or you can look me up on Facebook, Russell Mills, I believe out of Salem, Massachusetts, or Twitter. I believe it's Raxum1877, something like that. Feel free to check it out. Everybody take care. God bless. Bye.